Hello my friends and welcome to this very special pick a card reading, which is a collaboration between Helen from I, the Serpent Tarot and myself. And Helen is one of the most amazing readers I've ever come across. Her experience, her knowledge, and her ability to apply it in a way that really helps us to apply this in the world is just something that is just so amazing and applicable and really down to earth. So I was honoured when she asked me to collaborate with her on this subject. This particular reading is on what were you born to teach and share. Now, in the idea of us coming and having our purpose and being able to do something, our purpose in this lifetime, there is something that we're born with to teach the world, to share with the world. And sometimes we don't know what that is exactly. So it's all a kind of process in discovering that. And hopefully this reading will give you some insight into that. Helen's reading is what were you born to learn and master? And, with learning something, that gives you the access to be able to teach it. But also in the whole process of teaching it, you do also learn as well, which is why these readings, you can watch them in either way. So you can either watch Helen's and then watch mine, or you can watch mine and then Helen's. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what piles you choose, and also doesn't matter how many piles you choose, because we all have different talents and gifts that we want to share in this world. So I hope you enjoy the reading, and I will take you through the piles. Pile 1, this is the Orion's Animal Tarot. And I chose that because of animals have a lot to teach us. The natural world has a lot to teach us. This is pile 2, the Tarot of the Divine. This includes stories, and we learn so much from stories. It's how we teach others as well, through our storytelling. And can I just say, Helen is an incredible storyteller. This is the Joe Sparrow Tarot, which I feel is such an incredible deck that tells so many stories with its drawings as well, and through the art of animation, which I think is really incredible. So I thought that would be good for us understanding what we need to teach and what we need to share with others. And then also we have another animal deck, actually. I didn't realise that I'd picked 2 animal decks. But then we also have the Wild Unknown Tarot. So, and this one is just such an incredible deck anyway in terms of teaching. So see which one you're drawn to, my loves. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. And your timestamps will be down in the description box below. And I will also link Helen's video as well, and please be sure to watch it. It's like the second juicy part of this wonderful collaboration. Anyway, my darlings, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you at your reading. Take care, my darlings. Bye. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. You chose the Orion's Animal Tarot, which is an incredible deck. And what were you born to teach and share? Now, as there's 2 animal decks that got, that were there, I definitely feel like this one is more, because it's full of animals. So this one there may be something in your connection with animals that would be something that you would share with the world. Something that you would share. Bear me 1 second, my darlings. Yeah, something that you would share with the world. Something that is to do with how people view animals. I'm not sure yet if it would be as kind of as intense as actual in the field work, but we'll see. Animal conservation. It could be. What was pile 1 born to teach? What was pile 1 born to teach and share, dear spirit? What was pile 1 born to teach and share? What was Pile 1? Or what is pile 1? Born to teach and share. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to start with the tarot. The world. I don't know, pile 1. I felt something about you. You might actually be out there. There is something that you might want to do on a conservation basis. I'm getting like water, I'm getting sea, I'm getting you may want to do something that is to do with conserving the sea. Yeah, maybe something to do with that. What are you born to teach and share? And if that isn't you, then there's something that's, yeah, look at that. Yeah. But even if that's not the case, it's something that may be very important to you. Very, very important to you. So it underpins your values of what you like to share with others. Okay. Dear Spirit, what does pile 1 want to teach and share? 6 of Pentacles. The Chariot reversed. 6 of Pentacles reversed. The 3 of Swords. Wow. Okay. Right. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. Oof. Okay. Right. Right. I feel like you've seen some real injustice which has spurred you on to do this. Something that's broken your heart and now you've healed from it, but you're like, right, I am going to change this. I'm going to change it. I mean, you've got the Chariot reversed. It's almost like there's a almost sense of disempowerment that you felt. 6 of Pentacles. There's something that you may have like needed to... you needed to rebalance the situation. You needed to get back into calibration before you could actually decide that you wanted to fight for this cause. Because this Chariot reversed is telling me that there was a lack of being able to move forward, particularly the fact that it's a harpy eagle. Yeah. And almost like your North, you weren't clear on your North Star. You just knew that there was something wrong. Something wrong with the world, and now you want to change it. You know that you want to change it. This is quite big, I feel. Queen of Wands reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Wands reversed. I feel like there's some real big injustice that's happened. And also with the 3 of Swords reversed, I feel like you've seen some shit. I don't know. I feel like you've seen some stuff and you felt like you weren't powered to, you didn't have the power to see it. Sorry, you didn't have the power to change it. You couldn't do anything. Almost like you saw things happening, but there could also be a sense of where you've kind of allowed it to kind of take place because you weren't in a place of power. And it broke your heart. It broke your heart. What bird is this? Okay. And then those swords. I love this deck for the types of swords that it is. I got a penchant for weaponry I quite like. A penchant. I don't know how you say it. I think I got taught how to say it probably yesterday, but I don't know. But anyways, it's yeah, these are swords to kill. These are swords to hurt. And there was like something, yes, you saw something that was against something that wasn't, against something helpless. Interesting how we have orchids here. So they're the queens. They're the queen of the flower world. So it's almost like, do you know what I'm getting? I'm getting the sense of, oh, that's nothing to do with us, darling. That's fine. It's okay. It doesn't affect us, darling. That's how I'm getting. It couldn't be, I mean, I'm not saying that it's that, like it was said like that, but that's the vibe I'm getting. You know, we're the lucky ones. And that's what's made you, you're like, no. I'm not gonna deal with that. I need to do something different. I need to do something about that. Wow, pile 1. Oh my God. I'm really excited. I'm excited to see what you're gonna do. Oh my God. Okay, we will be pulling some more tarot in a bit, but I just thought, let me just start off with that because I just thought, wow. Wow. Okay. Dear Spirit, what is pile 1 born to teach or to share? Sorry about that, my loves. Dear Spirit, what is pile 1 here to teach or share? What is pile 1 meant to teach? Born to teach or share? Dear Spirit, what messages? What is pile 1 born to teach or share? Wow, trine, fluency, ease, talent, development, privilege, aptitude, self-comfort, temper, laziness, intelligence. That's quite like synonymous with the fact that we had this essence of being in a privileged position in order to help others, like being in a privileged position, let's just say. Let's start off with. Let's see what planets are in that. Excuse me while I get the dice. Yeah, what planets? Okay, what planets are in this trine? That's something to do with your... Sorry, my thing just dropped. Something to do with your south node. So this is about you moving away from something. Okay, south node. And then we can find out where your south node is as well. Well, I don't know, whatever it is actually, because that's relevant to you. But in the respect of this, I will just find out what this trine is about. Again, oh my God. So this is to do with your north and south node. Yeah. This is to do with your north and south node. Who you are, who you were in the past, in your past life, coming from. So maybe there was some kind of injustice in the life that you had before. And you came from a sense of privilege. I do want to see what these planets are. Okay, so we've got Mars. Again, the north node. Saturn, so Mars, Saturn. This is to do with your nodes. And the sun. Mars, Saturn, and the sun. Wow. Yeah, this is karma. This is karmic, deep karmic lessons. How you transmute the benefits and the benefic influences of your past lives into this current life. And it is to do with helping the world as a whole. You weren't able to do it before. There was a sense of yeah, as I said, injustice. But you've decided, no, I have to move forward now. I can't stand still. I can't just watch. Okay, let me have a look at the Seed and Sickle Oracle. What was pile 1, or what is pile 1 born to teach and share? What is pile 1 born? You got 2. You got... Oh, you got 3. All right, I'll take it. You got apple, rose, and blackthorn. Wow. 40, 41, and 53. Right, okay. The golden apple, the rose, and the blackthorn. Let me just double check what the blackthorn is, because I feel like I don't know enough about it. But first of all, actually, I mean, I'm getting the sense that it's about the pain that you see, because there's almost like an option that you are taking. Like you've got an option of two things. You either take it and you decide to take the experiences that you've had to help the injustice, and whatever this little niggling feeling is about this need. And I do feel it's to do with environmental. There is something that's environmental, or to do with water or something. There's something to do with water on a global level. You may be thinking of like working for a water charity or something, or it could even be emotions. But I'm not seeing cups here. I'm seeing something on a global level. Whatever you're going to be doing is going to be affecting something on a global level, I feel. And if you don't have the confidence to look at something like that, there is something here. I'm definitely feeling that. It's very strong. You're very blessed. I feel like you've received a lot of blessings in your life that has enabled you to be in this space where you can give this knowledge. But you're spurned by the injustices of things. It actually breaks your heart. There's also like a sense of people not taking responsibility for what they're doing. It's almost like a mindless action that's going on, and you are there to like educate people in a sense that tells them, actually, do you know what is the consequences of your actions? Yeah. That's why I'm feeling environmental, because it's about how people like take care of themselves. And it isn't even, and you know that it's more about grassroots movements that move things towards a global movement. That's what it's about, because we can't do things on our own, you know. And there's a lot of like feeling that you're that you're stuck. You know, these are meerkats, yeah. So meerkats follow each other. You know, they're like they're like, one does one thing and then the other will do the same, you know. So it's very much that mentality of like, oh, if that person's doing it, then that must be right. But you are breaking out against that, which is why the Knight of Pentacles is moving. And there is some kind of dictatorship, whatever it is. There is some kind of influence where people are being cruel. There's some cruelty going on here. Let me just have a look at what this blackthorn is, my loves. Thank you for bearing with me, my friends. So, what's really interesting is that the blackthorn is about you watching out who is behind you, who is like around you, funnily enough. And also the apple is about you being able to move on from one stage to another. And the rose is about understanding that you have something beautiful to give. You know, I also get the sense that because of your privilege, or because of what has taken place in the past, there may be a feeling that you might not feel that you are worthy to talk about this, worthy to talk about this thing, to fight for this cause, because you haven't come from there. And that's what I feel the Chariot is, because you feel so deeply passionate about this. I mean, that's what I see by the Chariot reversed. It's almost like you can't move. It's almost like there's a bit of a stalemate, and it's like the ultimate stalemate when the Chariot is reversed. I think I've mentioned it before, like there's this sense of horses in stalls ready to go, and the gun is about to go off when like there's a big race, and the horses are just like full of adrenaline, ready to go, like ready to just go ahead and blast the race out the water. And you are so burning about this thing that you can't move. And it's because you've got the Knight of Pentacles reversed. There's almost like this sense where you're like, no, I'm breaking out of this. I'm breaking out of this thing where I am like the giver. You could also be the one who's kind of like been underpinned, but I don't know. I just get the feeling that you, Group 1, have had benefits. You've had like things, really lucky things happen to you in your life which is what I'm symbolized by the tree. And remember, we had Mars, the Sun, and Saturn. Those are hard lessons. And those are things where basically it's very beneficial. Things might have been quite easy for you in your life, or they might have been hard, or you've worked hard to overcome them. But it seems like opportunities have been able to come to you, and you want to do the same for others, and you want to do it on a global scale. You really do. You really, really do. I definitely see like some kind of like corporate, like maybe even NGO work or something like that. Something that's going to really help communities and also big groups of people. You may also be involved in think tanks as well, where you're encouraging people to embrace new ideas. There may be connections that you end up using from your privilege. Because this apple, look at that. You've got the hawthorn, which is this, and then you've got it coming through the hand, which says to me that this has come from pain, and the Three of Swords is there. Look, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 there. So it seems like there's been some pain. There's been some pain that you've had to overcome, but it's given you this golden apple. And the rose, look at that. It's just this beautiful kind of illumination that's come from this pain. So I get that sense, pile 1. God, you're a really influential pile. Like I feel like really strong, like, you know, I really feel you're going to do amazing things. Really amazing things. If you're not already, you might already be doing it. And you might be moving your way up. You might be, no, I want to make more changes. I want to, and you might already have been in a situation where you have been in like say a corporate situation where you've seen things that haven't worked out all right. And you're like, no, I want to change this. I want to do something different. You may want to do it in a spiritual aspect. I can't really see anything, if I'm honest, too spiritual here. I'm feeling drive. I'm feeling like think tanks. I'm feeling like something that's quite structured, but it could be spiritual. It could be something. But I think you know that in this sense, it has to be tangible. It has to be in the 3D reality. And if you want to communicate with the audience that you have, that's what I'm getting. Okay, I'm going to just pick one of these cards to see. This is the Witch's Oracle. Oh, hello. And you got 2. So, yeah. Good thing I've got a nice big space. Okay, let's have a look. Wow. Okay. They were reversed. So, the Book of Shadows, experience. What was I saying? And then also the High Priest, Guardian. Wow. There's injustice. There's injustice that you have felt, that you're like, right, no, people are not being protected. People are not being looked after. People are not being watched over. And I'm going to do this. Wow. Book of Shadows, experience. Your experience hasn't, and look at that, there's a rose on there as well. I just get this bittersweet energy, pile 1. Like, you've seen some shit. I'm sorry, I just have to say that. You've seen some stuff, and it's been like, right, no, I'm going to change this. I'm going to do something different about this. I'm going to do something different. I'm not going to be like everyone else, and I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not going to be doing the same as everyone else. Something has to change. Something has to turn around. Ooh, I'm on your side, pile 1. I'm on your side. I can't wait to see what you're going to do. It's amazing. Okay, this is the Mystic Martians Oracle. Wow, look at that. Mantis beings, enigma, elusive, sensitive. I don't know a lot about these guys. Let me just have a little look in the book. All I know is that these guys, right, these beings, they essentially are of such a higher dimension that they very much like to be on their own. They very much like to be solo, but as you can see, there's this sense of opulence that they've come from because their knowledge is so advanced. They know how to transmute that energy, but they're very sensitive, very, very sensitive. Let me just double check what that means and I will get back to you. So as I thought, this is essentially, very, very elusive beings who are, you know, they care. There's a sense of service that they give to others. This kind of like matriarchal sense and vibe that comes from them. They also come from a matriarchal society. So it's about the sensitive being the priority here, how we can look at things as a whole, as a community. They also oversee things as well. There's a very overseeing energy that I'm getting from this. But it's interesting how he's got a goblet, or this creature has got a goblet, and also this purple kind of long kind of attire, which means to me that there's this sense of opulence that comes from this. It's almost like using the wealth and the knowledge in order to help everyone, to help how everyone can kind of move forward and do what they need to do. So yeah, I think it's very much like an overseeing managerial, you know, it's taking charge energy that's happening here. And it's using, you know, you may be somebody that thinks, you know, I think you may be somebody that comes in and you really do change systems. You help systems to implement changes from a perspective of the system, if that makes sense. So almost like you were taught within the system, and now you want, it's almost like you learn the rules in order to break them. That's what I'm seeing. It's like this is not working out for everybody. Like, and nobody is like benefiting from this. So we have to really rethink and change things. Yeah, that's what I get. Pile 1. Okay. Okay, I'm going to move on to, let me just see. Yeah, I'm going to move on to the Amenti Oracle. The Spirit, what messages for pile 1? What is pile 1 meant to teach or share? What is pile 1 meant to teach or share? Wow, you got 2 as well. I'm trustful in my relationships and I am forgiving. So there's a sense of like having to forgive those that are around you that have this sense of ignorance, because it's interesting how we have these 2 figures that have like nothing on their head apart from like just these things that poke out. But it's this sense of like, and look, she's even got a tear there. So it's like understanding that the heaviness of others' actions, you're going to have to forgive that, you know, in order to be able to do what you need to do. And I'm trustful in relationships. I get this in the relationship with yourself as well, because it's a mirror. You need to trust that you can do this, because it's a big task, what you're about to embark upon. It's very big. I do want to pull some more tarot, actually. Spirit, can you clarify this Chariot card, please? Okay, this was that way. Wow, the Queen of Pentacles, yes. So it's about you taking what happened with the Queen of Swords and being able to change it into this sense of abundance, into this sense of manifestation, into this reality, because you understand that that's where you've come from. So you want to change it, but you're unsure about it. There is a sense of you lacking a bit of forgiveness and trust for yourself. There may also be a lack of you being able to, you know, you may be like, well, I was born into this. How could, you know, and I mentioned that before. So I think, you know, that kind of self-sabotage needs to kind of go in the bin if you are to continue on this path of being able to help, because, you know, it doesn't matter. The privilege is just a part of it, you know. What Wands. Yeah, you're like, it's like you're, what do I do? You're like, you know, it's like that. That's possibly where you are right now. And it's interesting how like it's just coming here. I didn't know what it was clarifying for. I just felt like I needed to shuffle again. But yeah, you're afraid to build. You're afraid of it. It's almost like you've got everything really good. Am I going to jeopardize where I'm at? Am I going to lose everything? I think, you know, I think you have to take the risk. Yeah, you're really scared about it. You're really scared about losing everything. Yeah, you could. You could. No two ways about it, you could. But on the other hand, you could gain everything. You could gain everything. Two of Cups. Okay, right. So there is a possibility that, but I don't know. Like, this says to me that you won't rest until you've done it. Like, it's almost like a part of your soul won't allow you to rest. And this here, the Two of Cups. Oh, look at that, the star. Yeah, okay, right, I'm going to take that. Okay, so the Two of Cups. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, 6. So, and I'll put it like here because you don't know whether, yeah. So, with the Two of Cups, you know, you are going to lose people. Sorry about the noise, my darlings. Yeah, there is a possibility that you may lose people. You may lose relationships. You may lose things that as a result of going forward and speaking your truth and doing what you've got to do. That might happen. I there may be a possibility that I don't know. I think those that are close to you will stay close to you, and they will support you, because that's why the star is here. But I think that others might not. Like, there might be friends who are like, what are they doing now? Like, that is so, or that isn't congruent. Whenever you make big life changes, friends just drop away. People that you've known for ages, and then they just drop away, and you're just like, what? Where'd you go? So it happens, So this is outlining your fears. These are outlining your fears to go forward. But you are going to be providing so much hope for so many people. I'm telling you, Pile 1, this is like, this is your calling, Pile 1. Your calling. Okay, let's see what the magical spell cards have to say. What is Pile 1 meant to teach or share? What is Pile 1 meant to teach or share? Wow, whispers from beings who shine, let their message be clear and kind. Whispers from beings who shine, let their message be clear and kind. Whispers from beings who shine, let their message be clear and kind. Oh my God, Pile 1. Pile 1, and look at what 3 and 8 make up. It makes 11. Divine master number. This is your calling, Pile 1. This is your calling. The universe is calling you to follow this path. It's calling you, my darlings. It's calling you. Okay, right. So it's clear that you have to do something. Okay, I know what I'm going to... Yeah. Oops. I know I want to pull one of these. Actually, I'll pull these at the end to close out the reading. But I want to give you some gemstone guidance as well. Oh, hello. Red jade. Oh my God. Warrior, individuality, and chi. I hope you can see that. Let me just try and get that in focus. There we go. So unleash your inner warrior. Red jade is a stone of power, able to release anger in constructive ways that solves problems. Filled with chi, known as life force in Chinese culture, red jade enhances passion, vitality, and strength. Take action and more decisively. Red jade enhances your courage, protecting you and inspiring you as you move forward in your day-to-day life. Use red jade when you are looking to have exponential results, whether it is with your finances, business, or with your physical health. Good luck is bestowed unto you, Aries and Venus. And that we had Mars. Remember, we had Mars, Saturn, and the Sun. We've also got warrior, individuality, and chi. This is life force energy. You're about giving this. This is what you're about. Oh God, I love this reading. It's fabulous. Right, okay. So I just wanted to also do pull a card for you, which is about your powers. willpower. Oh my God, pile one. What is it? Please tell me what is it in the comments. I'm just dying to know. Right, okay. Power to face. You are powerful. You communicate your feelings and needs maturely, free of fear and anger. Your respectful words liberate everyone from their tangles. Oh, I'm in awe of you, pile one. I'm in awe. Okay, now to close out the reading, I am going to read you one of these Sufi Oracle wisdom cards. Dear Spirit, what is Pile 1 born to teach and share? Dear Spirit, what is Pile 1 born to teach and share? Dear Spirit, what is Pile 1 born to teach and share? I will only take the top one, because there's just too much. Right, okay, this is willpower. Improve your willpower to reduce your stress level. You know, I was getting this sense of tug of war. It's like this sense of like, you know, listening to other people, allowing other people to influence your decisions. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I'll read you what it says. Okay. Right, willpower. Sorry about that, pile 1. Right, okay, so here we go, willpower. I'll get that into focus. Great. So, show me your face so I would be free from the desire to see the roses. Stand tall so I would see nothing but you, the lofty cypress of my garden. No matter how much you hurt me, Hafiz would never turn away from you, for I found my freedom the moment I became a captive of your love. A life-changing moment has come to you in the fire of transformation and is calling you to say yes to love with your full will and conscious awareness. Hafiz is here to free your heart and temptation, which is God, like God Force or Hafiz, by guiding you to see the beauty of your beloved. When your heart shines with courageous love, you have the capacity to override unwanted thoughts, feelings, or impulses. By surrendering to love, you have the willpower. Sorry, I'm trying to read and do this. Surrendering to love, you have the willpower to resist short-term gratification in the pursuit of long-term goals. When loving becomes your habit, it draws little, if any, willpower from you and frees up more of your energy for other things. Dear one, you are at a crucial point in your life. It is time to make a choice about your reason for being and what your life will stand for. If you feel that stress and normal self-control have depleted your resources, it is because you only have so much willpower. Let's see what options you have for increasing the pool of willpower. Let's see what options you have for increasing the pool of willpower you can draw from. This oracle is a guide for you to manage your stress levels by spreading love so that you can increase your ability to resist pressure from others, to follow a path that's not right for you. I love Spirit. Oh my God. The synchronicity is just too much. I'm just like, oh. Being under high levels of stress means that your body's energy is used up in acting impulsively and making decisions based on short-term outcomes. Self-affirmation can help you be more confident and have self-control when you're running out of energy. Mantra: I manage my stress levels and direct my willpower to follow love. Wow, pile 1. I'm just blown away. I'm absolutely blown away by your reading. You're going to achieve great things, whatever it is. It's on a global level and you're providing hope to so many. And you have divine guidance on your side. You have the light of your guardians, your angels, your ancestors, of spirit around you to evoke this. Do not be scared. You have this power. Go for it and help the people that you need to help on that level, because you're going to need it. You really are, because you've got something big that you need to teach and you need to get out there. So this is a green light to say yes. My friends, I hope you did enjoy this reading. This was a magnificent reading. I really enjoyed this. If you did like it, please do like the video. Please do comment with your stories below and everything. I really love when you share. Also, I do daily readings, so please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. And otherwise, I will see you in future readings, my darlings. Take care and have a beautiful day. And I wish you all the best. Oh my God. Yes, I wish you all the best with this. Anyway, take care, my darlings. Bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Tarot of the Divine. And so stories. It's about you telling stories. Something about you telling the stories of what before, of things. There may be something to do with children, I'm feeling. Possibly to do with, to telling other people's stories. Something to do with stories. What is it that you're born to teach or share? What are you born to teach or share? The morals of stories. Other people's stories. Your own stories? I'm feeling like it's more other people's stories and what you've gained from them encourages you to share what those stories are. That's what I'm feeling. Pile 2, let's have a look. Pile 2. What is Pile 2 born to teach or share? What is Pile 2 born to teach or share? Yeah, wow. Okay. Let's have a look. So first of all, I'm actually going to go ahead with the tarot. Let's see. Dear Spirit, what was Pile 2? Wow. Okay. Dear Spirit, what is Pile 2? Wow. What is... Dear Spirit, what is Pile 2 born to teach and share? Okay. You're in a space of unrest. So there's a real desire to communicate. Yeah, absolutely. You are meant to put something out onto some kind of platform. And I see it definitely telling others things, communicating with others. Telling people about grand things, about things that others have done, others have achieved in states of adversity. How people overcame things and had to walk away. The difference between walking away from something and staying with something for certain reasons. So if we look at this Eight of Cups, I'm not sure exactly what that tale is. Let me just double check what these are, okay, my darlings? Thank you, my friends. So this is really interesting because this is Moses. This is the story of Moses. Moses had to leave everything behind. He was a prince. And yeah, you've also got this Three of Cups reversed, which is this sense of indulgence. But it's really, I don't know, I see some damage being caused. I almost see this as quite disruptive, like people around you that you have to leave in order to move forward. And you're going, wow, look at that. And there is a sense where you're feeling like you're going to be, you're not going to be knowing where you're coming or going. There's a real like fear of instability because of this. But also what I feel that also, in the context of the question, what are you born to teach and share? This is about how you overcome that adversity, how you walk away from a situation. And I don't know, when I was reading through the stories, I got stories of women who help other women to escape very toxic situations, toxic marriages, possibly toxic situations in the respect of family dynamics, trying to escape families or something like that. Yeah, definitely that could be. This is a general reading, so this could be like for quite a few of you. But I'm getting that kind of sense about that. Yeah, helping women stabilize themselves or people stabilize themselves. they're escaping situations. You've got 2 cards here. One where they feel like they can't walk away. And in my knowledge of working with people who are in domestic abuse situations, it's very difficult to walk away because you're stuck. You're stuck in this space where you feel like someone is going to change, where someone is going to, you still love them. It's very, very difficult. But then there's also like this, there's also like a group that's also around that seems to be making the situation even harder, but you're having to walk away completely in order to, you know what I just came to mind, right? So there's a film called Sleeping with the Enemy, which is an old film starring Julia Roberts. And that reminds me, particularly these 2 cards, they remind me of her having to fake her own death so that she has to go away. So that she's able to go away. But even then, it's still like she's still in this space where she's still like really scared of what's going to happen. So yeah, there's that sense that something. Yeah, you're there. Your message is to help people who are trying to get out of a very difficult situation in the respect of their partners, ex-partners, or or families. Dear Spirit, what is pile 2 born to teach and share? Pile 2, what is pile 2 born to teach and share? Dear Spirit, what is pile 2 born to teach and share? All right, I'll take them. Oh no, there's too many, I can't. Okay, then I'm just going to take the top. The only ones that I saw. Cancer, oh my God. Okay, right. So you've got 2 water signs here. And we're traveling over water here. Neptune and the moon. It's almost like, you're helping people that are within a situation that maybe if they find themselves in this situation, they may have had issues with home and their idea of home. And you're kind of helping them to find their own home because it's very changeable. You're dealing with highly emotional people. And also you yourself may be highly emotional. Interesting. Okay. Right. Let's see what the Seed and Sickle Oracle have to say. Dear Spirit, what is pile 2 born to teach or share? Hops. Wow. And Lily of the Valley. Okay. So my friends, there seems to be some things that kind of like hold someone back, something that's holding you back from being able to take this decision to go forward with this. It's almost like you feel that this may be a slightly too toxic situation. The thing is that your hardiness and the ability to kind of overcome this is actually greater than you think. Your tenacity is really strong. It seems to me that you feel that you may not be strong enough to encounter, to be able to help combat these situations and to be able to usher in people, to be able to take them. This is a boatman usually with this 6 of Swords, and in this card is the boatman who takes the dead over the river Styx in Greek mythology. So this is that's an important job to do that. The boatman puts the coins on the eyes of the deceased and then takes them over that river Styx across to the underworld. That's a very important transitional thing. And this lily of the valley, it has the ability to give a water or have a water distilled from it that helps with nervous disorders and anxiety, but the majority of the plant is poisonous. So it's almost like you're extracting the gold, and it was kept in gold and silver vessels, but it's almost like the vessel itself, or like the idea of that is you being able to take someone who's in a quite dangerous situation and being able to transport them to safer places. And it's very hardy. It's something that just does it. And it's also this sense of calmness as well I get from hops, because hops are really good for sleeping, and also alcohol as well. You brew them for alcohol. So I'm just thinking that I'm just feeling like there's this sense of like there's this very, very steadfast, hardy sense about you that is almost able to be the container to be able to transport people who are in difficult situations, really difficult situations, and help them become more balanced and help them to become more stable. That's kind of the essence of what I'm feeling for you, pile 2. Okay. Let's have a look at these. Dear Spirit, what were you born to teach and share? Dear Spirit, what was pile 2, or what is pile 2 born to teach and share? Dear Spirit, what is pile 2 born? What are they born to teach and share? What are they meant to teach and share? The silver bowl and love, crystal ball, insight. Yeah, you're supposed to give perspective to people. Perspective to people that are not able to see it for themselves. And also the silver bowl, love, to make sure that to kind of help them realize that a new life, that love is there, that they are worthy of love, that love is there for them. What's really interesting is that I've just noticed you've got a tree trunk which is connected with the earth, so there's a very grounded feeling matching with this hops energy. And we've got 8 and 2, very, grounded numbers. 2, love, and 8, which is, just is a powerful number of maturation, and it's the next step after the 7. So it's that sense of that next step of what's the word? It's because I say it initially, maturation, but also not graduation. Oh Christ, I can't even think what the word is now. Just basically you understand. You get to a high level of understanding that you can pass on, and that will give you insight to how things will occur when people leave situations, because they feel that they're too scared to leave the situation, and you're like, no, it is possible. It is possible that you can find happiness after this. It is possible that you can do this. You do this with so much love and compassion. I'm telling you, group 2, your love and compassion for people is off the charts. It's like there's something so emotionally comforting. You hold people. I just see you as this container. You really hold them. It's not necessarily that you mother them or whatever. I don't think it's that. It's more about you containing them, giving this space for people to be able to be safe, to feel that they're safe. And you to care deeply about it. So deeply. You may do work with charity. But I definitely see that, and I see women. I feel women. Like, I feel like we've got the Queen of Swords here. This Page of Swords is depicted as a woman as well. We've got 3 women here. And we've also got a woman here. I just feel like there's a lot of, and this is very female energy. Water signs are female. Just feel a very, very beautiful container, like you're holding them, and you're just like, like almost like you're cradling a little bird, and you're just letting it be there so that you can just keep it safe, That's what I feel. Okay, Let's see what the Amenti Oracle has to say. What was pile 2 meant to share and learn? Is it share and learn? No, teach and share. Sorry. Sorry, Helen. What are you what are you born to teach and share? What are you born to teach and share? What are you born to teach and share? Oh, wow. I am forgiving. That was the same one as pile 1. And it was reversed. There's something that you're not forgiving yourself for. You're not forgiving yourself. There may be a sense of, and I think it also came reversed as well for pile 1. There's a sense of not forgiving the perpetrators. You know, and also there may be a sense of, I've just got it just now, a sense of people getting themselves into that situation. That will help you because you're very good at being able to understand people. I feel like your empathy levels are off the chart. You have deep empathy, pile 2, really deep empathy. You're able to calm people down. Yeah. And look, even the harp, the bird, the dove, all of that good stuff. And look, 3 and 8. Oh, we've got 2 8s, right? See? You know how to transmute the energy. You know how to make it seem, help people to get to that end bit so that they can take themselves through the 9 and the 10, in terms of a cycle. Yeah. So the main thing is to forgive, and also to forgive yourself as well. But I think this is more about the perpetrators. This is more about the people who affect the people who are your clients, in terms of who affect the groups that you want to help. And also, and maybe a little bit of the side of like where you don't, where you don't have a go at the people who are coming to you either. Yeah, because there's I don't know, I feel like it's more to do with the perpetrators, the people who hurt the people that you're looking after, because particularly actually with these two, I wouldn't mess with these two. Cancer and Pisces, when you make them upset, is not very nice. And Cancer has such a strong protective energy, particularly Cancer, exceptionally strong protective energy. It will fight, it's the mother. So that's something that you may need to work on your level of discernment, a sense of detachment, so that you're able to make sure that your work is your work. Who is like what's going on with them that's them, and then you are something separate. You are just, as I said, you're just the container. You're not an influencer in the respect of the actual outcome. You can just help people, and it's very difficult to watch people in that kind of space doing that. I've had friends that have helped people in those situations, and then you hear about they go back to the same situation where they were running away from, and it's pretty difficult to watch that, but you still just got to be available. It's a tough job. It's a really tough job, but it feels like that's what you are born to do, pile 2, because you have the ability to be that nurturing container so that people feel safe. Okay, let's see what the magical spell cards have to say. Dear Spirit, what was pile 2? Thank you. Oh, you've got 2. Okay. Wisdom. On a Wednesday with the waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. An inspiration. Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. So wisdom and inspiration. There's a sense of feeling that I feel like, every one of these experiences, and look, we've got 2 owls here. That's really interesting. Every one of these experiences are meant to teach you something in order to bring you wisdom and inspiration. And I feel that, I feel like it's sometimes, you don't know if this is really is that it? I just get that sense. So continue to feel inspired by the people that you meet. I think you do get inspired. You do get inspired by human nature, by the tenacity of human nature. You feel that You feel, wow, these people have gone through all of that and they still can be so kind, so loving, so nurturing, so mothering. And wisdom as well. Wisdom, you from that inspiration, you gain wisdom from these situations. You really do. You really do. It may be challenging. I do sense a bit of challenge here, but I think it's good. It's very good in a way. Okay, what's next? Okay. Let's pull you some of this. Sorry, I should have done this first actually. Oh, hello. I don't know. That was the same one as last time, but I didn't shuffle, so I just need to. That was the same as pile 1, but I don't know. I just want to make sure that I shuffle, and if we get it again, then yeah, then I'll believe it. Okay. Okay, right. Crop circles, messages, curiosity, signs, but it was reversed. So what I'm thinking here. Sometimes things may appear to you. I think you don't trust your intuition enough. I don't think you listen to intuition enough, pile 2. You need to do that more because this came reversed. Crop circles is about something unexplained, something that is not like we don't see them being formed. They just appear. And it's very curious how they come up. It's very interesting how they come up. And I implore you to be inspired by curiosity so that it would evoke your wisdom, because I think that's what needs to happen with you. I feel like that's very important for you to feel that this is something that you need to do, because yeah, I definitely feel that this wisdom, there's some work here to be done. But it's interesting, on Wednesday with a waxing moon. So just pay attention to that. On Wednesday with a waxing moon, maybe make some evocation to, or like just some like a little affirmation to say that you would like to evoke more wisdom within yourself. And be inspired by what's around you. Be curious, ask questions, have a look at things. Something that you may think, don't just put it down to just like, oh, you know, that's just coincidence or whatever. Pay attention. Because it seems to me like the universe is trying to give you signs about things, about what your true calling is and about what you're supposed to be doing, but it feels like you're not listening to it. I do feel a block, pile 2. I feel a block. And I think it's to do with this. It's to do because this was reversed. So I will reverse that actually. I feel it's because like there's something that you need to forgive. I don't know if it's about your own situation. I don't see it, but it possibly is, because this is the thing that, like, if you're meant to do something, usually is something that deeply affects you. And I just looked at the phone and my stopwatch and it said 23:23. So it's that sign of like being able to, you know, go through your troubles, and think that you've gone through something for something, you know, your experience is valued and your experience means something. And I feel like you don't value that, pile 2. I could be wrong, but I feel like you don't give yourself enough love. You don't give yourself enough love to be able to, and you may need more rest than you anticipate as well. You may need more rest. So yeah, that's something as well. I just want to pick some more cards going forward. Okay, dear Spirit, what was pile 2 born to be? What was pile 2 born to? What is pile 2 born to teach and share? Why has it doesn't? The sentence doesn't make sense. What are you meant to teach and share, pile 2? Thank you. Look at that Queen of Cups. Yeah, God, of course, with that double water sign. I can see that. Yeah, Knight of Coins reversed. You really like pile 1 got that as well. Like, you want to make moves. You don't want to like be stagnant. 8 of Coins. Okay. You are like really kind of hard. You're brilliant at this, actually. You're brilliant at it. I wouldn't be surprised if you're already doing it. Because it seems to me like you're really good at it. You're really good and you work hard at it. You may even have a company that does it. You may even run a charity that does it. Oh God, 2 of Cups as well. 2 of Cups came with pile 1 as well, reversed. 3 of Swords. Wow, this is very interesting. And also the 7 of Coins reversed. Yeah, okay, right. I feel there may be some people who disagree with your work ethic, like in the way that you work. I think there is, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have to do what you have to do. You really do, pile 2. Because, you know, there are lives at stake here, I feel. That's how important this is. This is very important that you do this, that you do this work. And you have to do it in your way because you're very good at it. You're very good at it. You're very good at nurturing others. You're very good at containing this space. You're very good, and it's almost at a personal cost. It really is, because there's this sense of self-sacrifice that's going on here, and there's deep pain. Deep pain. I would also encourage you to take care of, like, you know, the messages and the signs as well that occur. And you may need to rejig stuff. You may need to get rid of some people, and I just feel like the way that you will approach this situation, people are not going to agree with it. They're not going to agree with it. But partly because also you may be dealing with people that are like, you know, angry partners or angry families. Yeah. And it breaks your heart that these sorts of situations happen, but I think it's really essential, because what you do is you provide this space for people to be able to build again. You help them with the pain. You really do. Actually, I mean, I think these 2 are more to do with the people that you help rather than you personally. I think this is to do with you personally, and I think that this is a perfect depiction of that because of the respect of her. Like, her hands are absolutely like red raw, and they're, you know, and sometimes you do this at a cost to yourself. So I think the lesson here is to make sure that you take care of yourself. Because I've mentioned it before in some of my readings, there's a meditation that I used to teach some of my clients about the heart, and about how the heart, it pumps oxygenated blood all over the body. And it's very important for the heart to pump the fresh oxygenated blood to itself before it passes it to anywhere else. Otherwise it cannot do its job properly. And that is what I would say here in this case, pile 2, because you just care so much. It's so important to you. So you really have to take care of yourself in order to be the best that you can, because you're dealing with very painful situations, and it does sting. It does, but you're helping people rebuild their lives, and that's a hard thing to do. Very hard thing. Wow, pile 2, you're incredible. You're incredible. I'm dealing with some incredible people here. Onyx. Okay, so Onyx. I don't know what that is. It's the stone. Yeah, it's the stone. Onyx is autonomy, self-discipline, and command. Tune into your inner commander. Onyx is a strong ally, dispelling loneliness and self-doubt, and instilling greater confidence in your decision-making. Face your fears and know that you have the power to overcome them. Onyx surface represents the passing of time and the balance of yin and yang. It is a steady and solitary stone and encourages you to break free of any unhealthy relationships in order to be autonomous. You know that you are completely capable of making the right decisions for yourself. After all, it's your life. Sagittarius and Saturn. So something just came to me as I was reading that. You know, there's some people pleasing going on here, and I think that you might end up like doing that within the space that you are, like to try and make everyone happy. And I think when you realize that you can't make everyone happy, that will give you so much more strength than you already have. I'm telling you, pile 2, because you are so compassionate, you are so loving, you are so giving, you are such an amazing pile, and you give so much love that not only do you not give enough to yourself, but also you won't be able to do this. You really have to learn that skill. You have to pay attention to the signs, because you're not listening to your intuition, which is very deep. And if you are listening to your intuition, or you feel that you're listening to your intuition, you can go further. You can go further, and you can implement it further. And that will help you to push things forward. As I said, I kind of feel like you're already doing something here. You're already doing something towards what you're supposed to be doing on this planet and what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. But I feel like there's still some lessons that need to occur in order that you don't burn yourself out. Dear Spirit. And this is about your power. No, that's too many. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll take that. So this is the power to withdraw. You are powerful. There is a time to be connected to people and places, and a time to remove yourself physically from them, discreetly, never losing respect. What did I say? Anyway. Okay, and now I'm going to close out the reading, my friends, with a beautiful card from the Rumi Oracle. Sorry, from the Sufi Oracle. There's a lovely poem, and I'll read you what it is at the out of the book, because it's just so much, but there's such beautiful cards. So, dear Spirit, what is part 2 meant to teach and share? What are they meant to teach and share in this lifetime? Part 2 meant to teach and share. Wow. Okay, let me just get that. I'll just let you look at that while I have a look at get the book, and I'll bring it up to you to be able to read it to you. So, pile 2, you have drunk with love. Okay, let love lift you to freedom. Borrow the beloved's eyes, look through them and see the face of the beloved everywhere. You will feel no weariness, no indifference, for what was so unappealing before will begin to appear in a new light. And that's Rumi. I didn't know that it was going to be Rumi, I promise. When life is mundane and waking up in the mornings is void of excitement, it means that we are pulling away from our dreams. This is when we need to improve our personal lives and make positive changes in our relationships. Being drunk with love removes the barriers that have held us apart from others, from the divine, and from the world. Now is the time to focus on love and on giving from the heart, perhaps to rebuild an old love connection or initiate a fresh start. Rumi's message to you is to let go of your self-centered thoughts and begin to see everything through the eyes of love. When you perceive with loving gaze, you become surrounded by energy like a fragrance in the air which shelters you with the pure love such as you have never known before. You will be escorted by a warm, blushing glow that calls you into a community of friends who welcome you into their hearts. Wow. Oh, sorry, that went a bit... There we go, that's a bit better. Sorry about it, that it went out of focus. I was reading, but I'll just let that. That's incredible, that card. Really beautiful. So, I mean, I'll be honest with you, pile 2. The message I'm getting here is self-love. It's about you finding, like, you know, don't get sucked into the sense of, like, I feel like there's a sense of like there's quite a lot of pain that you're dealing with. Something very painful stuff that you're dealing with, and it affects you deeply. It really does. And if you're Cancer and Pisces energy, it's so empathetic, and boundaries are really good for that. I think you do already instill that. If you are working on that, but I think you could do it even more to protect yourself so that you can find this inspiration that your wisdom inspires you, rather than you being like, you know, dogged down by the inspiration of you moving forward with this cause, because you need to be doing this. This is very important work that you do. Okay, Pearl 2, I hope you enjoyed this reading. It was an amazing reading to do. It's been fantastic to read for you, and I'm absolutely honoured that I could do this reading for you. If you did like this video, please do like it, and please do share it with others if you think that they'll benefit from it. Also, do subscribe if you haven't done so already. But otherwise, take care, and I'll see you soon. I do loads of other readings, all timeless, so please do check them out. All right, lots of love, my darlings. Bye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. This is what were you born to teach or share? And you've chosen the Joe Sparrow Tarot. First thing I'm getting is writing, something to do with drawing or writing, artist work. Yeah, something to do with the written format of things. You may write things, write stories. Yeah, there is some kind of... there's something about pen and paper coming together. And about taking risks. Yeah. Because that's what these cards are about. They're very much they're very much a, you know, like it's the idea of cartoons and how art can be used as a form to teach, to share, to as a form of expression. Yeah, something about that artistry I'm getting. Being an artist. Something expressive that involves pen or something and paper. You could even be a digital artist. But there was something that you enjoyed about creating maybe pictures or something. I don't know. There's something that I can get there. Okay, cool. Let me see what the tarot has to say. Dear Spirit, what was pile 3? I am born to share or teach. What was pile 3, or what is pile 3 born to share and teach? What is pile 3 born to share and teach? What is pile 3 born to share or teach? Okay. So, what I'm getting here is like a serious lack of inspiration. Like, you help people who are completely uninspired by things. Maybe they've tried to get some kind of thing off of the ground. Maybe they've tried to do something. These cards are particularly big, so excuse me in this respect. Yeah, you want to help others feel more inspired, because being an artist, it's very difficult to be inspired. And there's almost a sense of reality that people have to, they have to remember. They have to, yeah, they have to remember about how there is a, you know, it's a hard game. It's a hard game to stay creative, particularly when you love it. And I know this as an artist. I know this as an actor. And unless you love it completely, you have to do it. And there is a sense of building. You have to build things. It's not about, you know, that sense of, you know, you become successful overnight. Everybody, you know, when there's that kind of thing of like overnight success, it's not true. Usually the person has done like a lot of stuff to make that happen, to allow that to happen, to encourage that. And there's a lot of lack of inspiration. It's almost like you also could help small businesses get started, or businesses get started, possibly when they've got no money or no support or financial support. It seems like you provide a way for them to feel inspired, and to be able to do things when there's quite a lot against them. Yeah. Wow. That's amazing, pile 3. Dear Spirit, what's pile 3 born to teach and share? Dear Spirit, what's pile 3 born to teach and share? I can only take one. What is pile 3 born? Dear Spirit, what is pile 3? Okay, I'll take 2. It's like I want to do more. Yeah, so let me just, bear with me 1 second. I just want to adjust this light so that it's not so glary on there. That's a bit better. Okay, right. So, wow, Venus reversed and the North Node, destiny and challenges. Hope you can see that, my loves. There we go. So, yeah, I mean, it feels like, you know, this is your destiny to do that. If you've been in a space where you've had to build yourself up from nothing, that's definitely the feeling I'm getting. Yeah, and no money, nothing. It's almost like they got no money, and almost like they don't, like, it's just nothing. How do you help people build themselves up from nothing? Yeah. Or in kind of situations where it seems like there's no hope, but you help them. And you really care about them as well. There's a lot of passion here for it. Because you understand that need for comfort, for security. You understand that. Yeah, it's like, I think that's okay. But yeah, yeah, that's how you help them, pile 3. Okay, let me pull a little bit more. Pull a few more cards to tell me a bit more. Dear Spirit, tell me more about what was pile 3 born to teach and share. Can I have 1 card, please? Okay, we've got mistletoe and we've got alder. Now, mistletoe, from what I know, it is a plant that is a parasite. It feeds on other trees or other plants. I will look that up. It is also 48 and it's 12. 12 is 3, so that's Empress energy. And also like a creation energy. And then you also have alder, which is, and we have the crow here. And alder is a magic tree. It's a very I think it's also connected to death as well. Let me just double check what it says in here. I'm so sorry, I don't know this deck like inside out, but I will do. Don't worry. But I'll be back in just a sec. Hello, my loves. Well, I've just found out some really interesting things. So basically, the mistletoe, if in the olden days, you, like two fighters who were on their way to have a duel, they found mistletoe, they would have to place their swords down and not fight until the morning. And then also, Alder is about how there may be some kind of conflict that's on the horizon. So, and you have to be careful about that. So what I'm getting from these cards, and also because like there's this dark green, I'm getting like a possible conflict resolution in particular with these cards as well. Not just about business startups, but I'm just seeing a lot of adversity. But now that these two cards have come up, it kind of makes me feel that, and also because love and passion, both sides going together, but then you've also got Libra here. So there's this, and I mean, we have cups. We don't have any swords. So interesting. It could be conflict resolution. There is a possibility of that. That may be something that you may be really good at, but I don't know. I see you being able to make something happen when there was no chance of it happening before. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's why I said initially about businesses or something, because you know the Page of Pentacles is reversed, so it's almost like somebody who I imagine that tried to make something work, in particular because of this card here. It's just making me think that this is somebody who tried to make something work, but it didn't happen. And then you also got the Page of Wands reversed as well, so it's almost like the inspiration has been like dampened. But the love of what they do is not dampened. There's still a passion there, and there's still something to work on. There's still something to, you know, to build upon or to start again with. It's unfinished business. I always see the Tower reversed. So it's like there's still something going on, but the reality here, and you've also got the Ace of Wands reversed. So it's almost like there is this lack of inspiration. But you've got 3 pages here, you know? Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and Page of Cups. Page of Cups is upright. So it says to me, it could even be, as well, you could also be somebody that deals with failed relationships. You could be somebody who helps. That's probably why I saw conflict resolution, because I see some sense of you, you know, of you like, of you being able to walk in a space where it's quite dicey, somewhere where people would think that it's not safe to walk, but you do it anyway. That's a child, by the way, not some evil demon. I don't know if you heard that laugh, but it was like, oh my God, what is that? Just at dusk as well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I think that you were born to do. You were born to introduce some kind of like love, abandonment, because there just seems so much that's against you here. But you help people to see the reality. You help people to see the best out of bad situations, for sure. That's definitely your job. You may have a very, very cheerful disposition, Pile 3, and if you don't, you may use humor. You may be a comedian. You may be. I wouldn't be surprised, actually, because yeah, making people laugh, and in an artistic way. Yeah, because I was saying about the arts at the very beginning, wasn't I? So, yeah. Okay, let me just do this now. Let's see. Right. Dear Spirit, what is Pile 3 born to teach and share? What is Pile 3 born to teach and share? So you may teach comedy, you may, I don't know, yeah, you may teach like comedy, you may teach something artistic. You could even do like, I did get a flash of it earlier, but you may even be like, you know, a circus performer as well. There could be something like that. I'm definitely getting performing, something that it's hard to succeed in, you know? It requires dedication and training, and it isn't well paid. Like, it isn't something that financially you'd go after. But when you get to the top of your game, you become brilliant and you can get there, but it's very difficult. That's what I'm getting. Okay, we had the Holy Stone, which is protection, and it was reversed. And it's 6. So in this, it's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that, you know, I feel there's a sense of divine protection that is around you, my loves. Yeah, there's definitely like, you need to make sure that you keep yourself protected as well. Particularly if you're going into conflict resolution. So I'm thinking, yeah, there's either like some sort of conflict resolution or, yeah, you need to make sure that you're consistently protecting yourself, because I don't know, there seems a hole in you at the moment. There seems some kind of, there seems something not, yeah, you need to be careful, Pile 3. I always say this. I mean, it's not really a big deal, but like, everybody needs to be careful, you know. Everybody crosses roads every day or whatever. It's not like, you know, life, well, could be life or death in the situation of a trapeze artist. But yeah, I'm just feeling that you have to take extra care. Don't be so flippant that you've got it, that you're going to be all right all the time. Just continue to take care, because I don't know, with all of these reversals, I'm just cautious. I'm like, wow, there's something that you're doing that involves a dangerous situation, possibly. 3 pages, 2 of them reversed. You've also got the Ace reversed. Yeah. And that's why I said conflict resolution, you know, there could even be like some sort of going into war zones or something like that. So you need to up your protection big time. Whatever you do. Wow, okay. That makes sense if it is conflict resolution. Yeah, you deal with people you deal with dangerous people. Whatever it is that you do, Pile 3, you deal with dangerous people. That resonates now. Now I understand. Okay. How do you protect yourself? Just be cautious with everything that you're doing. Make sure you know who you're talking to. Make sure that you know, you can see who you trust. I don't see kings here. I see pages. It's immature energy. People out for what they want. Yeah, you may even work in like system. Yeah. Wow. You're pretty incredible, Pile 3. You know, to do this work. It's dangerous work. Wow. I affirm that all life is sacred. That is what keeps you going. I'm telling you, that is what makes you perfect for this work, and it was reversed. So I think that you help. Yeah, I mean, I could honestly see like you guys going into war zones, conflict resolution, dangerous situations, negotiators, things like that. Yeah. particularly with that Tower reversed. Oh, one more? Okay. Oh, it wants two more. Okay, yeah. Okay, right. So we've got... Oh my God, this came out for all three piles. I am forgiving. And I can be trusted. Wow. Okay, but it was reversed. Okay, so yes. Wow. I really do think, yeah, you are... It's about, you know, you need to be in a place where there is a lot of trust, and you're working in a space where there isn't a lot of trust at all. The Alpha Draconians are the heads of, you know, they're the Rothschilds, the, you know, well, allegedly, you know, they're on that level. They're the ones that rule the world, and they're integrated within society. But they're, you know, they're very much in our midst, and they want to control. You may even be somebody that is undercover. Yeah, you may, you know, that might be your thing, working undercover. Wow, pile 3. This is deep. This is deep. Okay, let me draw one of these. Okay, these magical spell cards, and see what they say. Okay, you got 2, and I'll take it because I feel like you need it. Wow, Justice by the power of 3. Mart, oh my God. I just love synchronicity like that. So Mart, this is the Oracle of Mart, who was the female counterpart of Thoth, who was the god of wisdom, and also was the Egyptian god of death as well. Well, not... He was the one that helped people who were dying to get to the underworld. He was the one that took you there. So, but yes, by the power of 3, Mart, deliver justice to me. So this is all about the weighing of the feather, you know. And what happens is that basically the feather is weighed on your way into in the underworld, and if the feather, there's a feather of justice, white feather of justice, and if your heart weighs heavier than the feather, then that means that it will be debated on whether or not your soul would make it through to like to the other side or the other world. Otherwise it would be banished to eternity forever. And here, look, we've got the feather right here in the palm of the hand. So yeah, you deal with some big stuff, pile 3. You deal with some very big stuff. And it's interesting how justice is the same colour as this draconian. Interesting. And then also beauty. I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to share. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you were like secret agents. I'm not even joking. Like it's, or you do something that's undercover. Yeah. But please protect yourself. Like, get your protection up. Up. Because I'm telling you, like, there's some, oh God, yeah. Because it's like you're in the belly of the beast. You're right in there. And you're really good at it. Wow. I'm doing the wrong pile. I was thinking that. Why am I doing that? That's the last one. And, right, okay. So I will get you some crystal energy to help you. What was pile 3? Born to teach and share. Okay, wow. I love this. Can you see that? Sorry, it's so orange. There we go. Wolfenite. Wow. Journey past life, soul contracts. The journey has only just begun. Wolfenite. Sorry about that. Wolfenite can travel through your past, present and future and opens up communication with the spirit world. It also aids past life recognition, helping you see soul contracts that you've made in this lifetime, facilitating karmic reunion and completing a cycle once the lesson has been learned. Wolfenite is a powerful past life healing stone, resolving any issues that need to be faced and regaining magic lost in past lives that can be used here and now. Sagittarius, Venus and Mars. Wow. Wow. I don't know what to say. Well, I look at that. This is your destiny to do this work. It's your destiny. It's your destiny, my loves. Wow. Okay, so this is about your power. I'll take this one. The power to tolerate. Wow. Okay, I'll just put that there. There we go. You are powerful. You do not take to heart a clash of personalities or an attack on your position. Everyone is learning his or her lessons. Wow. Pile 3. You're very special. Not to say that the other piles aren't special, but there's something very special about you. You're like, you're fighting the fight that people don't see. You're fighting you're fighting the fight that people don't see. Okay, so I'm going to close out your reading with a Sufi card. I will shuffle it and then I will read it out to you. So, dear Spirit, what was pile 3 born to learn and teach? Sorry, to teach and share. Sorry, teach and share. What is pile 3 born to teach and share? What is pile 3 born to teach and share? What is pile 3 born to teach and share? That's insane. You got the same as path 2. Wow. Okay. So let me just read out what that means. Bear with me 1 second, my loves. I will just find that in the book. Okay, my loves. So just make sure that's in focus. Is it? Yeah, good. Okay, so drunk with love, let love lift you to freedom. Borrow the beloved's eyes, look through them and see the face of the beloved everywhere. You will feel no weariness, no indifference, for what was so unappealing before will begin to appear in a new light. When life is mundane and waking up in the mornings is void of excitement, it means that we are pulling away from our dreams. This is when we need to improve our personal lives and make positive change in our relationships. Being drunk with love removes the barriers that have held us apart from others, from the divine and from the world. It is now the time to focus on love and on giving of the heart, from the heart, perhaps to rebuild an old love connection or initiate a fresh start. Rumi's message to you is to let go of your self-centered thoughts and begin seeing everything through the eyes of love. When you perceive the loving gaze, you become surrounded by energy like a fragrance in the air which shelters you with a pure love such as you have never known before. Sorry, is that gone? Yeah, great. You'll be escorted by a warm, blushing glow that calls you into a community of friends who welcome you into their hearts. Beautiful, beautiful words. I'm so glad that came up for you as well. Pile 3. Wow. Absolutely wow. So what are you born to teach and share, pile 3? You are born to teach and share that there is beauty in the world despite all the injustice that goes on There are things that occur in the world because you've seen the darkness. You've really seen dark things. It's not even just that. I feel like you've been afflicted. You've not only seen it, you've been there, you know. You've experienced it. I definitely feel like there's this sense of this artist vibe. You may teach, as I said, I think you teach people to have faith in themselves, to appreciate the beauty of life, to help people find some kind of community, to tolerate other people that don't see things the way they do and live for their own ends, who have a very selfish view. I'll be honest with you, this resonates very, very well with the arts industry. Like it's, you know, it's this thing where, you know, it's supposed to be so beautiful and loving. And, well, it's all surrounded by beauty, actually. It's, you know, it's all about how you look. It's all about how you put yourself across, the image that you present. But some of these situations can be exceptionally toxic. They can be. You hear horrific stories of things that have happened. So this is about about people being taken advantage of, you know, just things that happen on their way to getting to the top, to try and do things because you love being an artist or whatever. And the higher up you go, the worse it gets. I couldn't deal with it, which is why I left the industry. But it seems like you, Pile 3, you've got it. You've got what it takes to deal with it. I wouldn't say that it's somebody who's actually going to be a performer themselves, even though you may be. But I feel like it's somebody who is able to withstand the bull crap that goes on in those higher upper echelons of society, because the more successful you get, the more kind of, you know, the more you get attuned to this stuff. And, you know, finding authenticity is very difficult in this situation. So it feels to me like, you know, there's a sense of like you either know what's going on and you're able to ride the wave and you're able to just surf it. But it seems to me that you also help others in doing that. You help give hope to other people. I definitely feel like you may run like groups or something like that. If you do undercover work, you know, that may be a thing too. You know, you may help other people to find liberty and freedom, you know, to find a sense of justice. You may do that when people are in situations where they, you know, where they don't feel that they've got a leg to stand on. You help them find that, and you allow them to feel beautiful inside. You may be very, you know, aesthetically fit, beautiful, whatever the people may call it. People may tell you that you are very beautiful. That might be something. But that's what I feel. I feel like, you know, you teach that. I think also you show people that this is in everybody. And you don't just do this because you can. You do this because of the injustice that happens on a macro level. And you help ordinary people feel really good about themselves. So I think that's it. Yeah, just keep your protection up, Pile 3. Keep your protection up, calling your guardians, your angels, your ancestors. Protect yourself with sage. Just do all of that good stuff. And this is part of your destiny to work through this. This is your challenge to work through this and overcome. So it may seem as if there's a lot against you, but I'm telling you, Pile 3, this is where you're a champion, honestly, because there's no one else who can do what you do. All right, my darlings, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you would also like to receive more videos from me, I am also, you know, I've got lots of other videos that you can check out. Please do go out and go and check Helen's out, Helen's reading. The description is in the box down below. And I will see you in your next reading. Take care, my loves, and good luck. Lots of love. Hello, pile 4, and welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Wild Unknown Tarot, and your question is, what were you born? What are you born to teach and share in this lifetime? What were you born to teach or share? Let's see what I get from your tarot cards, pile 4. I don't know, something told me that like I had some stuff to do like in between the day, so I wasn't able to do the readings all together. But these last 2 readings, pile 3 and 4, have taken place at night. The other 2 piles took place in the day. So this also says to me that there may be something about the night. What you're doing takes place in the evening. Or something about the evening. Maybe you organise events or something like that. Maybe there's something to do with the evening, social gatherings or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, there's something to do with the evening. Okay, dear Spirit, what was pile 4 born to teach or share? Dear Spirit, what was pile 4 born to teach or share? I will go straight into your tarot, and then we'll have some oracle cards, do some more tarot, and then more oracle cards. A bit of a double-decker sandwich. Right, let's go. Dear Spirit, what was pile 4 born to teach or share? Interesting, the Ace of Wands came up in pile 3's reading as well. Dear Spirit, what is part 4 meant to teach or share? Dear Spirit, what is part 4 meant to teach or share? Wow, okay. 7 of Swords reversed. Mother of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. Death reversed. Interesting. And the Emperor. Okay. Okay. So that's 6, yeah. Okay, now you've got 7 here. I was only taking 6, so okay. It was interesting because we saw the Hanged Man just now, and yeah, I definitely felt that. Interesting. Okay, let's get some astrology for you, pile 3. The void, of course, pause in time, change of plans, limbo, improvisation. Can you see that part? Yeah, you can, just about. There we go, that's better. Lovely. Definitely something to do with night. Hanged Man. The Emperor reversed. Ace of Wands reversed. Yeah, like I feel you guys who are watching these readings are game changers. You are people who evoke big change. You are people that you know, you go hard. These are not like, oh yeah, I just want to work in like some standard job. You work in a job that makes a difference. Sorry, excuse me, a little bit of hay fevery vibes came up. There's something about the truth. In the last reading we had the 7 of Cups reversed. So there is something about the reality of a situation and fighting against something, like you strive for truth. You know, I kind of see the 7 of Swords reversed as like a little bit justice-like. So, you know, it's truth. And with the Mother of Pentacles, you strive for this to be with everyone. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are like, you possibly could be boxers. I don't know, that just came to my mind. Some kind of combative sport, maybe, that happens during the evening. So it could be like boxing matches, MMA fighters, or anything like that. I'd be really surprised if you come and read tarot. Be so surprised with that. But that's really interesting. Really, really interesting. It's because we've got this 5 here. And that, I would see, maybe you teach people who do that. Okay, let's see what these say. This is the Seed and Sickle Oracle. Dear Spirit, what is path 4 born to teach and share? What is path 4 born to teach and share? It's not clear. I'm not gonna lie. It's not clear. But you're dealing with some characters. Wow. This is like the Fool reversed in the tarot. And I don't even need to look this up. All the other piles I've had to look up what they mean, but so it's interesting. This is not so clear, but this is pretty clear. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty dark, pile 4. Like you work in a space where there's competition, there's a striving for truth, or this is where you teach. These are these lessons. I'm still a little bit like confused. What else can I pull? Okay, right. Let me pull one of these cards. I'm sorry, pile 4. I'm a bit... Wow. Okay, yeah. This is like some undercover stuff, man. This is some deeper, darker stuff, whatever you're into. It's like almost like secret stuff that you do. Something that's not well known, something that's not done with a lot of people. Excuse me, I'm just gonna sort my... Apologies, pile 4. My hay fever was getting the better of me. So yeah, there's some like undercover stuff that's going on here. I don't know if you're working undercover or if you're working for somebody who's undercover, or you're working for a CEO or something like that, or you're doing something. But you are someone who watches. Someone who watches. Look, eyes. That eye there. And you do it in a way that it's almost like a very nurturing way. But you do it with this... Yeah, it's a very nurturing kind of form. And death. Reversed. This is really interesting, part 4. This is really interesting. Okay. Actually, no. Let me pull some more tarot. Yeah, because I did that first. Now let me pull some more tarot to clarify. Dear Spirit, could you please help me clarify what pile 4 is born to teach and share. Okay, the 9 of Wands. The Daughter of Swords. The Lovers. The 2 of Swords reversed. The Daughter of Cups reversed. Wow. The Fool, the right way up. And we also have that as well. 9 of Cups reversed. Okay. You may be like some kind of private detective or something. Powerful. You may be like an investigator for something. An investigator for relationships. An investigator of someone who, you know, and you help people find a new start in life. From when they believe that they didn't have a start. You actually take, very similar to pile 3 actually. You help people, sorry, excuse me. I'm so sorry, pile 4. Yeah, hay fever's not the one. Especially when sage is burning and it's not the best. So yeah, I'm getting like either somebody who like investigates people. Yeah. There's some kind of, like, you teach people information about what they haven't seen, about what they want to know and what they want to find out, because you know it's almost like when people don't know the truth, when they can't see the truth, and there's some kind of shady business that's going on, and one party is like kind of, and then you help people see the truth. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, so it's God, that was really difficult, and because of what you do, oh my God, it's like almost like you work in the shadows, pile 4. Yeah. Wow, that was interesting. You do things that are undercover, things that don't you're not, and you teach people how to be discreet. You may also teach people how to go missing. Basically maybe remove their kind of like imprint from the world, or maybe remove their identity. You may even change people's identity. You may be somebody in kind of maybe in the police, in relocation, people that relocate victims and things like that. Yeah, I can see that now. Yeah, particularly after like really, really aggressive conflict, and misguided energy, secrecy. We also have like mother and child here, and home, conflict, a lack of resolution, and then we have this continuation of conflict and defensiveness, and needing to excommunicate or communicate, but also find some kind of like balance and making that choice to take things forward. And the 2 of Swords is that, kind of letting go and being able to really embody some kind of state where you feel safe. And then, the Daughter of Cups, that's the Page of Cups, it's a new start. A new start, and then the 7. The 7 is like literally you taking what you've got and starting somewhere else. even though it's not everything. It's almost like you, sorry, excuse me. It's almost like you have to rebuild. Wow, pile 4. Wow, this is what you have to do. You have to teach people that they can start again. When they don't believe that they can. Look at this. The Seed reversed. The Ace of Wands reversed. Emperor reversed. That's like full on, like the world is against me. You may help victims of abuse. That's similar to pile 2, actually. You teach them that they can be happy. You teach them that you could, that they can start again, that they can live again, that they can find happiness again. Look at these beautiful cards. You've got, even though you've got this quite dark top row, you've got like the Fool and the Lovers. And I don't know, even with that Death, I see people that are coming back to like, you've really got to hide these people because this Mother of Pentacles needs to be kept safe. Yeah, wow, pile 4. You teach people that they can be safe again. Poor. Wow. Wow, no wonder it was difficult to get your energy initially because it's very guarded, exceptionally guarded. You have to be. Even for your own safety, you have to be. This is why the cloak was reversed. Because there's a lot of stuff. Like, you have to keep everything. Almost, I wouldn't be surprised if you have to keep everything about what you do secret. Everything. For your own safety. Wow, pile 4. Wow. You're amazing. What is pile 4 born to teach and share? Oh my gosh, the Kabbalistic tree of life, integration, life lessons and emanation. Oh wow, I'm telling you, Helen would have a field day with this card. I don't know about it. She knows more about it than I do. I'm going to look this up actually. And it's number 32. 32 is 5. So the challenges, but very special, very, very special gifts. The ancient Hebrew Kabbalah tree of life map structurally evolved from the flower of life, sacred geometry, which was used by ancient Jewish magi and the mystics, which later introduced Hermetic Kabbalah. It's the esoteric blueprint describing the psychological principles and practices of energy, forces and emanations that lead on the pathway to Yahweh. It doesn't include Dart, this one. Dart is here. But wow. So I'm just skimming this at the moment. So this is cause and effect. Consequences, integration, improving, progress, life lessons, learning from your lessons and results. And it's so important for you to get a real sense of purpose through what you do. Because if you don't get that sense of purpose and you don't feel like you're actually making a difference in people's lives, it's really detrimental for you. It's very important that you do so. You have to feel like something is growing. And that's why I just feel like you go to barren places. You go to places where it feels like there's no growth. You may also go to places where you regenerate land as well. You might, where there was nothing. You make it grow. Yeah. I just got an image of you going to somewhere, buying a piece of land and, initiating permaculture or something like that. Yeah, something to do with the land. Because this is the other animal deck, isn't it? So, and this one is more to do with animals and nature as opposed to the other one, which is specifically about animals. But this is animals and nature. Wow, powerful. This is incredible. Incredible reading. You are master manifestors. Really, you are. I mean, the cloak, and also which contains all of the elements of the chakras, and then you've got you've got the Kabbalistic tree of life. It's amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if you are master magicians and you don't even know it. But look at how many cards I had to pull out for you. I had to pull out like 14. The other group's got 12. Okay, right, so let's have a look at what magical spell cards have to say. Spirit, what is pole 4 born to teach and share? What is pole 4 born to teach and share? Abundance, goddess of abundance, divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. Goddess of abundance, divine, let me thrive and let fortune be mine. Goddess of abundance, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. Yeah, I feel like you make things happen. You make things happen that where there's nothing. Yeah. And it seems to me, Pile 4, if you don't mind me saying, that people know this about you. So where it's interesting that the Hanged Man and the Emperor is getting to me. These 4 cards. There's something about you that like does something that is on the sides, you know? Who is it you're working for? Who is it that you're teaching? Who is it that you're sharing this knowledge with? Are they using it for good ends? Are you using it for good ends? You know? I'm very curious about that. But this is not curiosity for me. It's curiosity for you. It's curiosity for like, you know, your knowledge is vast. Your knowledge is immense. We haven't got the magician reversed, so I don't see you manipulating people, but I see you helping someone that could be seen as that. So I'm just interested in what your motives are behind that. There's something about it that knows that there's a, you need to be honest with yourself, yeah. But I feel like, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. But I think if I come back to this idea of like, if you're working with people who are trying to relocate, then you are surrounded by people that are dodgy as fudge cakes, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Oh, I knew it. If I was going to be doing these like readings at night, there was going to be something a bit darker that would come out. I was like, oh, why does Spirit want me to do these readings at night? Okay, right. The Spirit, what is powerful, born to teach or share? The Spirit, what is powerful, born to teach or share? The Spirit, what is powerful, born to teach or share? I communicate with compassion. Wow. I communicate with compassion, and it is upside down. So maybe the way that you speak to others when you communicate and you teach, maybe it's there's this sense of taking care of speaking with a bit more love, a bit more attention into how you're communicating this. Excuse me. I'm telling you, Pile 4, right? I'm not gonna lie. Like, I got some gangster energy here. Not even like I got some gangster energy. So like whatever it is, like, yeah, gangster. I'm just feeling some gangster, somebody who's high up, somebody who's influential, somebody who like, who really knows what they're doing, and you are like almost their advisor. That's what I feel. That's the energy I'm feeling. I'm feeling like somebody who's in an influential position. You are some kind of advisor, and you're helping them to be abundant, but in almost in a way you're getting them to like misdirect energy that they could be using in a, you know, in a different way. But it's just, yeah, I just get a weird kind of energy from it. Powerful, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, but yeah, coming back to this idea of do you know what it is, right? I think there's a sense of corruption that is happening that you are privy to, and there's a possibility that it may have happened. You know, it may be something that I don't know, and only take what resonates, but it may be something that like you've taken part in, maybe willingly or unwillingly. I think you're moving away from that. Do you know why? Because of this. Because of this Seven of Swords reversed. If that wasn't there, I'd question it. But yeah, like you got the Seven of Swords there, and you've also got the Seven of Pentacles. It's a moving towards, it's like getting what you can and then getting the heck out of there. Getting out of there. Because it's almost like this was quite a dangerous situation. I do feel that. I do feel that, particularly with that Emperor reversed. I don't like it. Don't like it. It may be with people that are getting out of abusive situations. As I said, like I think it like maybe like relocating. But I also feel like this is speaking to yourself with compassion as well. Just as much compassion as you do to maybe the families that you work with or with the people that you work with. Because that will get you far. Because I feel like you make money. I feel like you're quite affluent. Part 4. Okay, let's get some crystal energy for you. Part 4, what were you born to teach and share? Part 4, born to teach or share. Lepidolite, eh? Lepidolite. Okay, so. Lepidolite, transition, release, change. Change is coming, and lepidolite is the perfect crystal to help you through those transitions by becoming... Oh, sorry. Why don't you want to focus? When the light is crap, it doesn't like let me focus. Right, okay. By becoming aware of bad habits and patterns, we can release them to make room for the ones that can sustain a healthy lifestyle. Lepidolite helps us let go of our attachments to old behaviors and addictions, clearing away emotional ties to the stories we tell ourselves. Lepidolite encourages self-love on all levels, even if we need to step away from our current way of doing things to establish that trust. Write the story you want to live. Libra, Jupiter, Neptune. Wow. Well, then that would match quite well with the idea of relocating people. You may work with addictions, you know. You may do. Maybe people that are addicted to certain things. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think you know, it's that whole idea of helping people like realize that they can find this within themselves. They can start again. As I said at the beginning, you can start again. You can do new things. And the reason why I laughed just then was because, like, sometimes I don't know. Maybe you might do it in a way that might not seem like legit. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's in like, but that's none of my business. You know, these things happen. Whatever happens, happens. Do you know what I mean? You know, we do what we can to survive. We do what we can to get on and do. I think as you move through things that you can't, you know, think that everything is all love and light, because it's not. You know, we're all people. We all do the things that we do in order to survive and just live a good life. So, you know, just understanding that I think is really important. And whatever we choose to do, which it feels very secretive, yeah, it just feels that there's just not. I just think that, you know, you have to consider all of the options. You have to consider all of the possibilities. You know, there are many different people in this world and types of people in this world, and we all do different things. And there's a lot going on that you don't know about either. So, yeah, I appreciate that. And I appreciate what you do and what you're doing, because I feel you're doing something very important, powerful. Even though it's difficult to pinpoint what it exactly is. But yeah, you're doing something very important. The power to let go. Okay. So the power to let go. You are powerful. Release yourself from unhelpful beliefs and create a fresh self-image based on actual talents and values. That's it, right? Because like I was thinking, what is it that I can't get? And it's the values. It's almost like you know what you were born to do, but it's almost like a self-belief. Like teaching and sharing that. But I definitely feel like there's this sense of coming from nothing. You come from nothing. And you come from, you know, you might work with, you know, young offenders or something like that. I definitely get something of that kind of vibe. You may work with people that were abused, young offenders, people who've been in crime, something like that. I just get that essence that you've worked with the dark. And that's what it is. It's about you telling people and letting people know that they can step into the light. Okay. Wow. I looked at the clock and it was 2022. How interesting. So, my loves, this is your reading. I'm going to close out with a Rumi Oracle card. So let me do that now. And then I will read it to you from the book. Really interesting reading. But it's very, very, it's cloaked. It's cloaked in secrecy. And it's camouflage. The cloak is camouflage. This is why I can't see it. You're very secretive. There's some interesting things, but I think it's because you need to. You need to be very secretive. And you've also got like major protection up, which is probably why I can't see anything. Work of art. Right, okay. Yeah. You're involved in some interesting things, powerful. Very interesting things. But whatever it is, you're very, very protected, and people look up to you, and people listen to you, and yeah, you help people. You help people. But who you help, I'm not sure exactly who you're helping. So yeah, let's have a look. So work of art. Right, let's have a little go at this. Okay, pile 4. So, be the portrait of divine beauty. Let me just get that in shot. Yeah, great. Okay, because I'm reading the book and I'm trying to speak in the mic at the same time. Right, okay. So, be the portrait of divine beauty. Be not able to fall in love with his own beauty. God created a mirror to reflect his hidden grace. That mirror is the heart. Let the grace of the beloved emanate through you, Atta. When life becomes a daily repetition of mundane things, weariness seeps in. Physical and mental exhaustion take over and make us forget that our whole purpose in life is to have joy. We can break away from the hamster wheel by letting our hearts mirror the beauty that reflects new horizons and landscapes in life. Dear one, Atta appears here to guide you and release familiar routines, stagnant situations, or challenging relationships that no longer serve you or empower you. He has brought you the happy news that searching and yearning has created the grace for you to be who you truly are. The unseen spirit is guiding you to begin a new cycle in your life. Start doing things in a new way and trust that your life is guided. By following the excitement of your heart, you automatically begin the process of recreating yourself as if you were crafting a work of art. Excuse me. So yeah, wow. And that's the Sufi oracle. So yeah, I definitely feel like you, Pile 4, are people that help others to find some kind of, new home, new start, something that's new. This is what you're born to teach people. You're born to like help people to start again, to do new things, to escape dark situations. And it is dark. Yeah, definitely with this like relocation and the 4 as well, like 1, 3 equals 4 and camouflage. Excuse me. So yeah, it's really interesting how that is working out. But whatever you're doing, Pile 4, it's very important. It helps people like start again. I don't think you could ask for a better like gift like that. Yeah, it must be. You must be doing something that involves like a lot of secrecy, because I'm finding it quite difficult to tune into your energy. Yeah. But whatever it is, as I said, yeah, you're doing something beautiful, really beautiful, powerful, really, really beautiful. And it gives you everything you need. It really does. Just make sure that you're covering your tracks, that whole thing that I said before with about like identity and stuff like that. Just keep that on par. But I think you do. Yeah, you help people transition. You help people release and change things. From toxic situations, you help them change. Remember to love yourself too, powerful. I hope you enjoyed this reading. That was pretty intense. I've never had a reading like that before. That was really interesting and massive as well. Please do go and check out Helen's video, and which I will link in the comment box below, what you were meant to learn to master. And if you did like this video, please like it. Please subscribe for more videos. I do timeless videos. Everything's timeless. But otherwise, my darlings, thank you so much for sticking with me. This was quite a tough reading, but thank you. But I'm sending you all the love in the world. Well done for your beautiful energy, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Bye.